Hey, hey,
What's up,
welcome.
guys?
All right, so today is going to be a very insightful day, and we're going to be talking about how to raise capital and partner to profit. My name is Ace Billions. If you don't already know, I'm the founder of Elite Capital, a private equity investment firm, a fund manager, and also a commercial broker and business coach. I have my partner here with me, Jason Vasquez. Tell them
Yes,
about
sir.
yourself, Jason.
I'm the rapping wealth advisor. No, I'm just kidding.
I like it.
If you look up on TikTok, yeah, I kind of go by that. But social, just a variation. I'm in the financial arena on the advisory space, and I like to educate people. So, doing that. Also, fund manager. Also, co-founder here with Elite Capital. Uh, and I mean, I do many things. So just like Ace, many different accomplishments and things that we're also working for. I'm doing the same. So good to be here.
Awesome. Now, so today's gonna be pretty information packed. We want to talk a little bit more about how to raise capital. It seems that that's the one of the biggest struggles in when it comes to either private equity, real estate, or any type of business. If you're trying to expand, you definitely want to have that capital raising skill set. And that's what we all about. We focus a lot of our attention on being able to connect with high net worth individuals, investors, and family offices and fund managers. So we're excited to give you guys the information today, give you the playbook on and the strategies that we use to connect with investors. And yeah, let's make it happen. I'm gonna have Jason start off with the big wealth myths. Some of the things that some of the things that we a lot of things are limited beliefs, and people have these stigmas on what's what they can do, and we want to break that down today. So go
Yeah,
for it, my guy.
cool, man. Well, I know one of the myths that's out there is that you have to do it all on your own. Now, you've
Mhm.
tried this. I've tried this. Sure, someone could try to build something all on their own, but think about it this way. If you were to own a McDonald's, right? Would you want to be the person in the front taking the orders, going to the back making the orders? Oh, the toilet's clogged in the bathroom. You got to unclog that too, but you still got the orders. Plus, you got to handle the line. Plus, the drive-through. Sure, you can build things on your own, but you're gonna limit yourself because there's only one of you, and there's only 24 hours in a day, and part of that 24 hours you have to rest, so that way you can be good for the next 24 hours. So, wealth is built through leverage and collaboration. Now, what does that mean? Because sometimes people are like, "Look, I've heard these terms. What does that mean to me?" Leverage is that could be leveraging your time, that could be leveraging other people, because just look at the dynamic between me and Ace. There's certain things that I might know that he might not know, and if he tried to build it on himself, not knowing it, he could be building it faster because I know it, or vice versa. If I'm trying to build something but I don't know it, let's talk realistic. There's a lot of commercial real estate stuff that Ace knows that I don't know. I'm learning it, but the time it takes for me to learn it versus just me leveraging Ace, that's how we collaborate, which again, wealth is built through leverage and collaboration. So if we collaborate, now we can leverage both of our times. Now we can, get to the result a lot faster because he knows it while I still learn it. He can teach me along the way and we can get to the goal a lot faster. So you don't have to do it all on your own. So myth busted, right?
Nah, and I feel like a lot of people feel that way, and that's the solar entrepreneur mindset. Taking it a step up and leveling up on to where you running your either real estate or your private equity company like a business. You're gonna need people. You're gonna need people that specialize in certain areas that you don't specialize in, and you're gonna need partners in networking. Networking, like everybody says, is cliche, but your network is your net worth. The people that you know, the people that you can collaborate with, are they're tentacles for you. They spread the word for you, let people know that you're out there. They give referrals, and that makes your job a lot easier. If you have to battle for every piece of capital or every piece of business by yourself, you're gonna have a long road ahead of you. So we definitely want to find people around us that strengthen us, find people that can bring something to the table, and as we bring value, because the you're only as good as the value that you bring. And if you can continue to show people your worth, they feel obligated. It's an obligation for them to give back to you and find a way that they can help you. So that's the power of leveraging and collaboration. You can scale faster, you can scale bigger, and it's a powerful way to grow.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad that you and I both learned that we just can't stay solopreneurs.
No, we can't go on hermit mode. It's a big thing to just get out here and stretch those arms and those feelers and really, you know what I mean, be get attention and be known, because that makes your job a lot easier. You don't have
Yeah.
to overexhaust yourself trying to make calls or do certain things that you wouldn't have to do if people knew what you were doing and who you were, and you have partners out there representing. We like to build tribes. We like to build brands, and in order to do that, people have to be a part of our culture, a part of what we're doing. So we took the business aspect to private equity and the Facebook culture where everybody is working together, everybody free to collaborate, and and we brought it into our private equity company. So it's definitely working, especially when it comes to raising capital. Investors like to see that you have a unit, that you have some type of reach.
Yeah. And I know that you said it before. It needs to operate like a well-oiled machine.
Right.
It's each piece is like a gear. So what me and Ace have, I'm this gear, he's this gear, and then we have people that are within our company that are other parts of the gears. And all together it's one well-oiled machine.
And
So,
that's kind of why most people get stuck. That's why
mhm.
most people get become stagnant. It's because they have limited beliefs on limited capital and no partnerships
Yeah.
and no investor network. So if that becomes your foundation, you'll have a plethora of referrals of people that are talking. I call them disciples. I call them that you have people that are speaking your truth
Yep.
and talking about your business to other people, and it's nothing better than for your partner to speak up on you and somebody to kind of give you that lift that you need to help you build your reputation in your business and bring it all in. So
Oh man, that's I'm glad that uh, anyone who's on here that has been a solopreneur before, hopefully your mind is opening. We got to cut those limited beliefs out. And even
mhm.
if you're like, hey, I don't have the capital, well, partner with someone that does. You know, not everyone has to have money to start either. You just you got to figure out how to use leverage, right?
Yeah.
Now, we might need to go over the elite wealth triangle. Um, do you want to go over that now, or because I think capital is one thing, connections is another, uh, credibility for sure. So if you partner with people that have the credibility and they have the capital, and you just make the right connection, that's a trifecta right there, right?
Mhm.
So
And
if
you
one
can't have
point
one without the other.
exactly,
That's the biggest thing, is just having um that actually being able to find the capital.
hmm
Like uh
hey, I
cut.
love the lighting, man.
I don't know, it's the motion sensors in here. Okay, but no, being able to find the capital is one thing,
Yeah.
but building the credibility to capture the capital is another thing.
Mm.
I feel like you have to have the connection. So it is a trifecta. Everything, it's like your left, yeah, yeah, talk that like your elbow connected to your well your your wrist bone connected to it. It's all connected at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Being able to look for the capital, to target the capital, see what rooms you need to be in, build the
Hmm.
credibility and have the reputation that is sustainable over time, that people actually respect, they know about, they've heard about, and then building that connection with your people. This is a relationship business. This is not a transactional business. People don't like to feel like they're a transaction. They like to feel like they know, like, and trust you. And when they can know, like, and trust you, they're willing to give you their money.
Yeah.
They're willing to trust you with trust on you and bet on you. It's like your favorite team. Like, I love the Lakers, as you can see. I'll bet on them any day of the week because I know them, I like them, and I trust that they're gonna be who they show up to be every game.
This is
You
my
know what I
favorite team
mean?
right here.
Mine too. But but you gotta have that know like and trust factor.
Yeah.
You have to be able to target that capital, know where it's at, know what rooms you need to be in, and you need to build your credibility. Credibility is a little longer to build because
Yeah.
you have to have that track record of you know, satisfying your investors and getting results.
Hmm.
And once you have those things done, the connection, people start to trust you, and you it's easier for you to build that connection with people and build that relationship with people. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, the trifecta is huge. Make sure that y'all make that the foundation of how you guys build your business because it's something that has helped us a lot at Elite Capital.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's talk about each part of that of the trifecta, right? So, you're looking at your triangle. Let's talk about capital because that's the reason why a lot of people are on here. How do they raise capital, right? Well, capital can be a few things, and where do you find it, right? So, capital could be your own capital. It could be other people's money. Maybe you've heard the words OPM before, but you're like, I don't know anything about that, or I'm not
Not
smart enough to
OPP.
know
Nah.
it. So, yeah, opium's other people's money. Now, where do you find that at is, that I mean, it could be a lender. Well, that's the most common one. Or, maybe you borrow from friends, family, or you talk to friends, family, and you negotiate something with them. There's professionals, there's different funds, there's money everywhere. All it is, if we go back to what causes people to not get the kind of capital is that limited belief, right? If they take away that limited belief, right now you have like a belt over your brain. You got to take that belt off and let your brain go, right? And there's money all over. So it's just about how do you take that limiting mindset and belief off, so that way you can talk to your friends, family, professionals, funds, etc. Anyone that has the money already. How do you approach them, right? And then capital is never really the problem because if you knew someone that had all the money, it's not getting the capital from that's the problem. It's them wanting to give you the capital that's not really the problem. They just have their hesitations if you don't have the credibility, which is the next part of the triangle, right?
I mean, no, but speaking on that, I definitely want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Being able to have enough confidence and clarity in order to make the call
Hmm.
and make the connection.
Yeah.
Most people don't have the
Really smart.
confidence enough to pick up the phone and present what they have, their deal. Like if you have a deal,
I'm like,
exactly. If you have a deal, then you should have the confidence and the clarity in what you're doing. You should trust what you're doing enough to pick up the phone and make a connection, to set up a meeting,
hmm,
and to go and tell the world about what you're doing and or what kind of product, service, or what kind of deal that you have.
yeah,
Because most deals die in a dark room. They just sit on the desk. They never get pitched out. You expecting people to want to come to you, but it's only going to happen if you have the confidence enough to go out there and talk about what you're doing and talk about what you have, and have the clarity enough to deliver that message to people, to pitch your deal or pitch your idea to someone. Um, that I mean, that's the biggest thing to me is that's how you find the capital. If you the banks want to know that you have everything together, that the deal is good, and the private investors also want to know that too. But you got to have a confidence enough to present those things and get out there and talk to people. The
yeah.
people have the money.
They have the
The
money,
people.
and if they don't have the money, then you go find more people.
Yeah, the people have the money. This world is full of money. It's just people that it's certain people that are confident enough to go out there and find it and capture it, and there's other people that are waiting to that will spend they rather spend their time um to get it in a trade war of their time and getting capital. You don't have to do that if you have a mouthpiece you got, and a strategy. So
Yeah.
you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
people
Confidence.
invest in people, right? So I know we talked about the deals, but people are going to invest in people. So they want to know that if you have that cold mouthpiece and you're talking, you're actually having the confidence to reach out. They want to know what you have, and they want to invest in you, not just the deals. Now, if you're talking to a lender, then it's a little different. But if you're talking friends, family, other professionals, this kind of ties into the credibility. They want to know that you're credible enough to do this because they're going to read it from your confidence. First of all, they're going to read it from the clarity that you have, and
Hmm.
if you can recite it in your sleep, then you're pretty clear on it, right? So
And
what makes someone investable, Ace? What do you think?
what makes someone investable? I mean, having your stuff together, having a track record. You definitely want to have a track record, and if you don't have one, you got to borrow one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we did to get started. We bootstrapped Elite Capital, and what we did was we found partners, fund managers that already had a track record, and we connected with them. We went to them and we said, "Hey, what value can we bring to you?" And that was raising capital. We knew capital investors. We knew people. We had a network that we could go stretch. So we brought our 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 skill to their track record, and we connected. And that's how we got our first deal. And it's been, I mean, smooth sailing ever since. You just need that one time where you could build off of, and then create your track record from there. It's like a snowball effect. So.
Well, on a side note, I mean, I know we were talking about like how we raised capital, but someone they could even raise capital by providing services, right?
Hmm.
Like a business or something, right? And we live in an age of social media, AI, and all these different things that can help you. Now, you still have the same 24 hours in the day, 7 days a week, but it's just about using all the resources. And if you know people that know how to use those resources better, why not still use that leveraging tactic to be able
Yes.
to raise the capital? And then you talk to someone like us or someone, if you're trying to raise capital for your own deals, you just talk to people that have raised their own capital, or maybe they raise capital from others and get into one of the deals, right? And again, invest into the people that you feel are credible, right? So
Exactly.
cool. So we got two parts of the trifecta. The third one is the connection piece, and you mentioned earlier the power of the relationships, right? So when it comes to raising money for bigger deals, sometimes partnering with operators and brokers, capital raisers, broker dealers, RIAs, things like that. RIA means registered investment advisor for those who don't know. Basically, if you can if you can use the power of those relationships, then you'll be able to partner up, right? And as long as you bring the value or the money, depending on who you're talking to, ideally you could do both. Then that's how you're going to be able to get the capital that you need to invest in the deal. What do you think, Ace?
I mean, yeah, I think relationships open more doors than emails and cold calls do. And bringing value to people is the way that you open those doors. So,
What does Grant Cardone say? He says like something about like the power of like follow up, right?
yeah.
Someone who's in sales, they're only going to close so much in the first call, but it's the power of like follow up, and that follow up is actually just building that relationship over time, over and over and over. And most people don't make it to the 12th follow up, right?
Cool.
Yeah. And at
Exactly.
that point, the 12th follow up is, didn't they say like that's where the most sales are made or something like that? It was one of them. You know Grant better than I do.
Yeah, that's my guy. He definitely helped me out a lot for sure. Yeah, I mean that's the being able to cold call is basically like touches in a way. It's just you as long as a person's be, has that familiarity with who you are and what you do, and you're just not always cold calling new people. It's the same thing as like dating. Like most people think that they're gonna get it on the first night. I mean, if you're a special kind of person, you're gonna get it on the first night. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
He's
but
like,
it
yeah,
takes
no.
it takes you to date. It takes you to get to know somebody.
Oh
It
yeah,
takes you more than one touch, more than one call, um more than one time where you guys are connecting with each other. So I truly believe in the fortune is in the follow up for sure. You
yeah,
always got to follow up and persistent. Be persistent. If you want the girl that of your dreams, or if you want the life of your dreams, persistence is the key.
yeah. I always make a
Quote me on
joke.
that.
This is an FU business. Follow
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
All
Follow
right,
up.
man. So let's talk about, you know, let's just talk about the opportunity, the shifting of that, right? So, smart money, and we're going to be having, was it a webinar event coming up?
Yeah, June 10th.
Yep. So, smart money is shifting to real assets and private deals. So, people could have their money in the market, and that's great and all. But you kind of can't control that. And that's the reason why smart money is shifting to real assets and private deals because they can actually see if it fits their criteria. We call that a buy box, right? This is the golden age of partnerships. So me and Ace actually on June 11th, as of last year, we did a follow up. He reached out to me, and we just got a bunch of stuff going on, and ever since then, it's been snowball up, right? But you don't need more time; you just need the right partners. So I would say that if you can make that event, please go make it. It's not
Right.
one you're going to want to miss. Like you want to be there, right? But the main thing is there's an opportunity for your money along with the rest of the other smart money to shift into real assets that's a lot more controllable, scalable. You know what's going on. They're a lot more transparent with most things versus just leaving it in the stock market. Who are you going to talk to if you put your money into the stock market other than your financial advisor or Fidelity or Charles Schwab or whatever, right? You don't have anyone that's an actual fund manager where you're putting your money versus if you put it into real assets or private deals. Now you actually have a point of contact that you can say, hey, what's going on with the deal?
Right.
And if you're going to put your money somewhere, you'd want to know what's going on with it, right?
Yep. I
Yeah.
definitely do.
I mean, that's the reason why you're in this business. So, look, there's three options for you to be able to learn a whole lot more about this, right? And you can have access to us if you decide to work with one of us, right? You can invest with us, and again, you would know what's going on with your money, what's going on with the deal, and if it's one of the deals that we are partnering up with, we have the ability to go and ask them, hey, what's going on, right? And then they can give us an update. We can get that update back to you. So that's the first option. Second option is you can learn with us, and so we offer coaching. There's a way for us to just teach you, hold your hand along the way, bring you under our wing, show you exactly what to do, how to understand it, right? And then, of course, the third option is you partner with us, right? You can bring deals or raise capital with us. Or, I mean, ideally, you could do all three, right? There's just so many different ways. If you invest with us, if you're looking to grow your wealth passively without doing the heavy lifting, that's what we would help you with if you're deciding to invest with us. If you decide to learn with us, you can join our coaching. And if you want to level up your skills and confidence as an active investor or a capital raiser, then we got you. And then again, the last one is partnering. So if you bring deals or access to capital, we can collaborate, and it's a win-win for all of us, right? So,
Yep.
no matter
Just
your, go ahead.
nah, the door is open. You just got to choose to walk through it.
Yeah.
That's it. We open the door wide open for people to really come in and make a change not only in your life but your family's life and the family after that. You know what I mean? It's just continuously building that generational wealth, and it's gonna start with you. Um, yeah. So June 10th, 2 p.m. Central, we'll be having a webinar. Well, about with Mike Morowski. It'll be me, Jason. We'll host it, and we'll be talking deep, getting deeper into a specific kind of deal, and then we'll be letting you know how alternative investments are and where everything is going, where people's money is going. So it's gonna be a great session. I would love for everybody to join. The link will be in my bio, and I'll drop it in the chat here. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys tuning in with us today on this lovely, beautiful sunny day outside. Yeah, continue to thrive and continue to be elite. If you guys have any questions, we always open. You can always DM us. Feel free. We're open books. We here to help people and serve. So thank you guys very much. Got anything else, Jason?
No, no, just I'm gonna look like you someday.
Get right. Get right. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all.